You ever walk away from a conversation and feel smaller than when you started? Like you were just there to fill space, not to actually be heard? Well, I'm here to help. I'm going to help you stop being the guy that everyone walks over. This is a direct and empowering guide for men who feel invisible or disrespected. And hopefully, if you follow these steps, so I hope you follow the steps on your own, it's going to help you reclaim your power. And over the course of several days, it takes about 66 days on average to build a habit. So 60 days, 66 days of consistently to really formulate this new you. Let's get started. It's going to end today. Chances are, if you are in that situation, you have been trained, you've been conditioned to keep peace at the cost of your self-respect, and you go through this silent struggle. I think everyone could relate. It's why didn't I say something? It could be whatever situation it may be, but it's always like, why did I not step up for myself? Why did I let things slide? And hopefully I can be your wake up call today. If you are coming across this video, you're probably looking for a solution or for any form of help. Signs you are being walked over. You say yes when you mean no. Agreeing to things you don't want to just to please others. I could definitely relate to that. Um, Eventually, you learn to really start putting yourself first, and that's what ultimately really matters. You apologize for existing, constantly saying sorry even when you've done nothing wrong. You avoid conflict, letting disrespect slide because confrontation feels uncomfortable. You're nice but feel hollow. You are taught that being liked is more important than being respected. Why people walk over you. You tolerate disrespect. People don't respect what you say, they respect what you tolerate. Next, not being listened to. When your opinions are ignored without consequences, you can't let things slide. Now, I'm not saying be all aggressive, but they should be addressed. Like if someone stepped on your shoes, let them know they stepped on your shoes and get an apology. You know what I mean? Like, don't be silent about that. It's like shoes are expensive. Like what? Like 150, 200 average. Let it be known you stepped on my shoes, but not aggressive. You know what I mean? With presence. Friends who flake. Accepting unreliable behavior teaches people how to treat you. Don't let things slide. Being talked over, allowing others to interrupt you sends a silent message. Now, keep in mind, when do when you are being assertive, it's not about being the loudest in the room. Otherwise, you will be like a chihuahua and you will be compensating and everyone will know. But it's about being rigid and firm in what you are, all right? Even if someone could kick your ass and they're bigger than you, it's not like you're trying to fight. It's you're standing up for yourself. You know what I mean? You respect yourself. How to stop being walked over. Change your default response from pause to presence. Own your energy. Stop explaining yourself. Say no without reasons. Speak in conclusions, not apologies. Reclaim physical power. Train your nervous system to associate self respect with action. And last but not least, set a line and enforce it. Build respect by risking comfort for truth. Remember, be your truth, all right? No matter the odds. Yes, it may be painful in the moment, but when you are on your deathbed and you are replaying your life movie, you will enjoy that movie for sure. Changing your default response. Pause and breathe. Take a moment before reacting to disrespect. Remember, don't react to things, learn to respond. I personally always recommend meditation. Meditation is a blessing and it's doing nothing. One of the easiest things in the world with so many benefits. Make eye contact. Say less but mean it, but hold your ground calmly. I'm not saying you gotta stare into their soul, But don't be, darting your eyes everywhere. Like, if you lock eyes, lock eyes. Don't look away the moment you lock eyes. Set clear boundaries. Say things like, don't talk to me like that. Let's reset the tone. Okay? Now, stop explaining yourself. Before this video, you may have over explained. You may say things like, I can't make it because I have this thing, and then my cousin, and then I gotta do XYZ. No. Don't deal with that. Transition to learning brevity. Recognize that over explaining signals insecurity. Now, after this video, you might implement this for like a couple days, but remember, it takes 66 days on average to build a habit. So try and be mindful. Catch yourself. Make that the goal, just catching yourself, because who we really are is an accumulation of all our habits. So start saying things like, that doesn't work for me, and leave it at that. Leave the silence. Don't be afraid of the silence. Don't follow up. All right? Just say, no thanks. That doesn't work for me. I won't be making it. Leave it at that. You don't gotta explain nothing. Okay? Let the silence do the heavy lifting. Reclaim your physical power. Start the day off pushing yourself, all right? Do 10 push-ups. Start the day with physical strength to build mental strength, all right? Take a cold water plunge. If you don't have a bath, cold shower works. Why? First of all, cold showers are super uncomfortable, and like that cold water comes down on you, your body wants to run away. Your nervous system is reacting. But guess what? You're going to use a little bit of willpower and you're going to say, no, I'm going to stay right here. You don't want your nervous system really commanding you, dictating how you do things, dictating your life. You're the consciousness aware of everything happening in your body. So live accordingly, okay? Don't let parts of you take control, all right? Same thing with thoughts. Thoughts are a part of us, but don't let thoughts dictate our lives. Because remember, when it comes to thoughts, we're always constantly picking and choosing what thoughts we align with. Like, if you really pay attention, imagine you actually acted on every thought that comes across your head. It would be madness. Next, mirror affirmation. I am not the man you ignore. I hold my line. I think where a lot of people fail is they don't really have a relationship with themselves. Get used to that, Use the morning when you brush your teeth, because that's already a habit. Take a few seconds to smile at yourself, to send love towards you, because if you are a man, right? You're living a man's life. There's not a lot of unconditional love being thrown on our way. If anything, life throws a lot of pain, misery. Hell, I feel like life is constantly signaling, yo, you are disposable, okay? I could definitely relate to that. And I say, listen, if life is constantly throwing shit your way, right, at every angle, why do you have to join in on that? You know what I'm saying? Be the light in your life at this point. You know what I mean? Go to the mirror. Like, if everything is terrible in your life, at least be your own source of love. Look in the mirror, send love your way, bro. That love is also going to put you ahead of the curve. Next, set a line and enforce it. Send one text. Pick one person who crosses your boundaries. Draw the line today. Draw the line today. Don't be afraid. Have one conversation. I've been too passive about this, but it doesn't sit right, all right? Express yourself, be brave emotionally, and then be prepared to walk. You build respect when you're willing to walk away, all right? Don't be afraid of risk. What's the worst that can happen? I don't know your life, but take the risk anyway, Because it's not like you're being disrespectful, all right? It's not like you're being mean or an asshole. You might think you're an asshole because you're too passive, but be an asshole, all right? if it comes to your happiness, not from a place of narcissism, put yourself first. This is who you really are. You are unshakable. True power that people feel before you speak. You are grounded. Stand firm without losing yourself. You are honest, speaking your truth without aggression. Who you really are. You weren't meant to be walked over. You were just never shown how to stand your ground without losing yourself. You're not weak. You're not invisible. You've just been living in survival mode, shrinking yourself to stay safe, to be liked, to avoid conflict. But the real you, he's been in there the whole time. The version of you, right, who speaks with certainty, who holds eye contact without flinching, who sets boundaries without guilt, that version isn't fiction. He's your default. He's just been buried under fear, silence, and habits that no longer serve you. It's time to stop dimming your light for people who never deserved your glow in the first place. You don't have to become someone else. You just have to stop betraying who you already are. Conclusion. If this hits you and you're ready to stop being the guy everyone walks over, I would love to coach you. I would love to be by your side. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but everyone goes a long way with a bit of accountability. And I would love to be that accountability in your life. I would love to call you out on your bullshit, whatever it may be, because chances are, if you're a normal human being, there are patterns in your life. There are cycles, there are spirals, there's upward spirals and downward spirals. We are in loops, all right? And I would love to be by your side and help cut the loop or destroy the loop, all right? Same thing with like generational trauma, you know what I mean? Things repeat themselves until they're broken. I would love to be by your side and help you break them, all right? This isn't really motivation. This is identity transformation. Click the link below if you'd like to have a free consultation, or if you'd love to support the channel. I'm wearing this shirt right now. Cop a t-shirt. But remember, if you do wear the clothing, only wear it during positive cycles, because this is not just clothing. It's like your superhero costume. You know what I mean? All superheroes wear their superhero costumes when they're doing superhero things, all right? Same with this. On days when you're on top of your shit, wear it. On days you do not dare wear it, all right? And over time, this will change you. Over time, just by putting on sublime clothing, you will also be sublime. But never, don't forget, only when you're thriving. If you're not thriving, don't wear it. That is all. Bye, everyone.